Hello and welcome to the Queerslop artist tier list. Basically, this is comprised of a bunch of artists that gay people listen to, or queer people, whatever. And I've chosen these, how much, like 12 or 11. And I didn't choose like a lot of smaller artists, cause like, wouldn't really work. But yeah, first we have Twikipedia. And basically, Twikipedia is like, they make hyper pop, but basically they switch to a bunch of rock music and it sounds like it's made for gay depressed people now. So and I their music is really good. So I think I'd give them an A. Next up, I'm just gonna do this. I just want to talk about it. This is Car Seat Headrest, and they also make music for gay depressed people, but it hits way harder and it's better. I just feel like the crowd here, everyone who listens to Car Seat Headrest, is in some way queer or depressed. So that's why I'm gonna give it an S tier. Next up is Alex G. This is more for the TikTok side or the depressed teenage boy side. Um, yeah, he's pretty solid. His music's pretty depressing or nostalgic sounding, I'd say. I think I'd give him a B. Next up is Femtanyl. This is easy S. Femtanyl is a trans artist, which means that doesn't mean anything, but a lot of queer energy coming from these songs. Next up is Glass Beach. Glass Beach is what I would listen to if I was 11 and I wanted to be depressed. No, this is what I would listen to if I was 11 and I was a furry. That's a better description. Um, I give it a B tier. Next up is Goreshit. Probably some of the worst music I've heard in my life. I don't think it gets worse than Goreshit, but I also don't think it gets better than Goreshit. Because Goreshit's made some of the best breakcore songs. Is it even breakcore? I don't know. But like this style of songs that I've ever heard and some of the worst songs I've ever heard. So that's why instead of an F, I'll give it a C. Next up, before I do that, I'm gonna do this one. This is this is garbage. This is Tally Hall, and basically they make some of the most corny music I've ever heard in my life. Like, I'll play a clip right now. Yeah, so they're, they're just an F. There's nothing more I can say. Um, Next is Tally Hall's side project. I think it's like one guy from Tally Hall, and he makes this or made this. It's just one album, but it's a little better. But I can play a clip. It's really not that good. I forgot to say the name. It's Miracle Musical. I'll give it a D. This is My Bloody Valentine. This is the artist you've only heard one album from, and that you obsess over, without knowing anything about them. S tier, A tier. This is fuck, Sign Crushes Motorist. Um, they make really depressing music. I mean, he has. If you haven't heard of Sign Crushes Motors, you probably heard of like the creator's other personas. Like, I don't even remember. He has a lot of them. I'll give this a C tier. It's kind of boring. Sewerslvt, bro. Sewerslvt has gone under every allegation you could have ever gone under. Um, but she makes some really good music, so I'm gonna give it an A. 100 gecs. This is just for autistic people, I guess. I don't know, dude. It's just amazing. I'm gonna give it an A. I'll give it an S, honestly. Now, Charli XCX is probably the most mainstream artist out of all of these, but I think I'd give her an A because she doesn't. I'll give her a B because she doesn't really encapsulate the Queerslop energy. She just kind of is Queerslop by technicality. Like when I think of Queerslop, I think car seat headrest, 100 gecs, like tally hall. But yeah, this is my Queerslop tier list. If you can suggest any other Queerslop artists, I'll make a part two. I don't think there'll be that many though.